back to another episode of Adventures with Robin. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk about rebounding. And I'm not talking about rebounding from a bad relationship. What I'm talking about is the exercise called rebounding, or you might have heard it as jumping on a mini trampoline. So I wanted to share what I've learned about that, and also at the end I'm going to talk about what my goals are for the next 3 weeks. So I did print out some information because I can't retain it right off the top of my head, so please excuse me if I read some of this information. But I did want to talk about the health benefits because there are a lot of health benefits to this. But I first want to talk about my rebounder. I have a cellar sizer, and prior to this I can't say it was cheap because it wasn't, but it was about half the price of the cellar sizer. And if you've ever looked at this product online, you'll know that it's not exactly cheap. But having had my prior one, which by the way the company went out of business, and I found that out when I called them when mine was falling apart, and there was nothing that they could do for me. So I started researching again companies that made rebounders, and found out that this company, Cellar Sizer, David Hall is the inventor, that they were still in business, and that they had been in business for quite a long time, actually since I think the early 90s. So I felt good about purchasing this rebounder. And also, when I got it, what I noticed was that although I thought my other one it looked almost exactly the same to the eye, but the first time I stepped on it and started bouncing, I noticed a dramatic difference. It was so much smoother, there was no jarring. And with this rebounder, he sends a lot of information with it along, you get a book, and this was the book that that I got. Looking good, feeling great. I have to admit, it's a little outdated and cheesy the way that it was written, but it did have a lot of good information. So anyways, his personal story, and you can see if you go on his website. Actually, I'm going to put a link to the website in the description for this video, so if you want to check it out. But his father had started jumping on a trampoline, and at first was getting a lot of really great health benefits, but turns out that he suffered permanent nerve damage because he was jumping on a very cheap trampoline. So there is a big difference. He has patented the springs on this rebounder. I'm going to show you. I keep pointing to it. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show you how it comes, how to put it together, and that it's relatively easy to put together. So anyways, then when his father, hurt himself permanently, did permanent nerve damage to himself, he started researching, and he patented the springs that he uses. And so it's a really good product. He has like a lifetime warranty or something on it. I can't remember off the top of my head. I bought this about 4 years ago. But anyways, some of the health benefits I'll go over, and then I'm going to show you how it sets up and what are some of the exercises. I'm not going to do too much because I don't want you seeing my ghibli parts bouncing. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to set it up. So the main thing that rebounding is known for is as a lymphatic exercise. So what is the lymphatic system, you ask? The lymphatic system is a drainage system that helps your body get rid of excess fluid and waste products. It also contains white blood cells and helps fight infection and disease. And then I got this off of We Are Macmillan Cancer Support website. That was the first thing that popped up when I looked for what is the lymphatic system. So the interesting thing about the lymphatic system is that it's kind of difficult to get to it because it's not like the circulatory system that has its own pump, which is your heart. It doesn't have a pump. So what rebounding does is serves as a pump. The up and down motion serves to pump the lymphatic system. And it says here that there's 3 ways to activate the flow of lymph away from the tissues. It's one is lymphatic flow requires muscular contraction from exercise and movement, gravitational pressure, and internal massage to the valves of the lymph ducts. So rebounding supplies all 3 methods of removing waste products from the cells from the body. And the bouncing motion effectively moves and recycles the lymph and the entire blood supply through the circulatory system many times during the course of a rebounding session. I got this off the website too. This was off of, I think, another rebound site, which I'm not going to mention. But you can look it up. What are the health advantages of regular rebounding? It increases the capacity for respiration, circulates more oxygen to the tissues, it holds off the incidence of cardiovascular disease, aids lymphatic circulation, as we talked about, strengthens the heart and the muscles, stimulates the metabolism, promotes body growth and repair, tones the glandular system, especially the thyroid, to increase its output. Another thing it says is improves coordination, which I need help with. Offers relief from neck and back pain, headaches, and pain caused by lack of exercise. Now again, you have to have the right rebounder. My other rebounder, the other thing that I noticed was that I would have neck and back pain after bouncing on that one, which I thought, hey, after reading this, shouldn't be doing that, but it was just the quality. And again, it was not inexpensive. I ordered it online. I didn't go just, down to, my local sports store, and buy a cheap one. This one was probably close to $200. So not a cheap investment. But also it says it curtails fatigue and menstrual discomfort for women. Interesting. Minimizes the number of cold, allergies, and digestive disturbances. So that was just a few of the interesting facts that I read about it. And how it works is when you're bouncing, at the top of the bounce, you're in 0 gravity. At the bottom of the bounce, the gravity is actually doubled. So this up and down motion, 0 gravity, like an astronaut in outer space, to double gravity, is what serves as a pump to the lymphatic system. And it also strengthens muscle, and I think it strengthens, your bones as well. That opposite action of the top of the bounce and the bottom of the bounce. So some of the things that I read about in the book that came with it, that it's supposed to help to improve eyesight. David Hall claims that he grew, I believe, an inch from rebounding. So he got taller as a result. Don't know, try it. But don't try it unless you ask your doctor and you have your doctor's approval. I'm not a doctor, so hey, you got to do your due diligence. But another thing that I read was that 5 minutes on the rebounder would be like 10 minutes of other aerobic exercise. So that it's supposed to be like double what other exercises. Don't know if that's true. I read it, not sure. So let me just see, was there anything else? Many of you might know that boxers are in kind of like the most fit athletes out there. And one thing that they do is jump rope. Well, jump roping is a great exercise, and if you can do it, good, you should do it. But it can be jarring on your neck and your back, especially if you already have those problems. And it takes a lot of coordination. So the rebounder is actually a very effective exercise that sort of simulates the same benefits that you get from jumping rope. All right. So I think I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set it up. Now, I'm 4'10". I don't have a very big wingspan. So if I can set this thing up with relatively few difficulties, you can too. Now this is how it arrived at my house. This one folds in half and then it bends sort of into another third and fits inside here. There's also a stabilizer bar. I'm going to put that together and then hopefully put it all together, and hopefully it won't take me too much time. So it came in this case. I don't remember exactly how they packed it when it arrived, because I've never seemed to be able to pack it back the way it was. Maybe I should take a picture when things arrive to see exactly how it's packed so that I can pack them back in there like they came. But I never think that far ahead. So anyways, here's the stabilizer bar, and if I can remember how to put it back together, I took it all apart for the purposes of this demonstration. So this is the middle part, I do know that. And I believe, yes, this is this side, top side. They do tell you to put the bar together first. Don't try to put the rebounder together and then you'll see why. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, actually, why you put the bar together first. So let's just go there now. Little side goes into the big hole. Alright. So hopefully I won't pinch my fingers because these just clip right in. Okay. Almost there. Sounds like Star Wars. Almost there. We might have to fast forward through this. Okay. Doing everything in real time. Okay, so this is this part. Alright, where you at? Okay. Okay. Alright, so the stabilizer bar is together. I'm just going to sit it up against the wall. Okay, so here is the cellar sizer. Alright, I'm going to take it out of the bag here. It's kind of heavy, won't lie, you know. Maybe I'm just weak, I don't know. Yeah, probably that too. But, good job, Robin. Told you, I gotta work on my coordination. Alright. So, just stretch it out, like so. And it unfolds like this, and then you just push it, and it snaps right into place. And then these legs just fold up back into place. They're attached with piano wire, actually. Found that to be very interesting since I play the piano. And alright, so now it's ready to go. I'm just going to show you how to attach the stabilizer bar. Okay, so we have to pick two legs to take the little rubber feet off of. I think I'm going to choose these two. Alright, and I have found the easiest thing is just to sit it on its side. I don't know if I go out of frame or not. I've tried to set this up so I wouldn't. But, okay, now, putting the stabilizer bar on all put together is what they tell you. I thought I was being smart and trying to put it together on the cellar sizer. Well, didn't work out so good. Then I found out why they tell you to put this together first. So, alright, so this is what I do. I just take it like this and just slide it in. Now hopefully we won't have an accident here, which has happened. It happens. Alright, so once I've got it slid in like so, grab my little feet, put them back on. You certainly want to remember that, because that could scratch up your floor. Okay. Alright. Now we're just going to move it like so. So now it's put together. I would not wear sneakers while I'm doing this. Barefoot is best, I find. But, you know, get the old stabilizer bar. It's a fun little bounce. There's a lot of different exercises you can do on this. Just regular bouncing up and down, perfectly fine. And then you can get fancy, a little bit fancy, not too fancy. Not too fancy. I don't know if I'm out of frame or not. I can't tell, so I'm going to bend down like this. So you can kick out as you're bouncing. You know, work those quads out to the side. Working these muscles, your hamstrings and your glutes and all that good stuff. You can kick out to the back. You can twist. Twist. Whoop. It didn't break. Sometimes it makes that noise. But by the way, if the springs do break, he includes extra springs because sometimes springs break. And you can also order them if you break those springs. So, no big deal. So, you can twist to the sides. You can, oh, there's so many exercises really that you can. Running in place. Just simple running in place. Like this. Jumping jacks. So, lots of exercises you can do on this. I want to scooch it out of the way. You can find a lot of videos actually online that will show you exercises that you can do on a rebounder. So, like I said, I've had mine for maybe 3 years or so. I saved up for it. It was an investment, and I do use it, but I haven't been using it as faithfully as I had hoped. So, my hope is, now that I'm making these videos, that this will give me a little accountability. So, what I'm planning to do is every morning I'm going to get up earlier than normal and do 10 minutes for the next 3 weeks. And I'll report back my results if I have any results, or what my observations are, if, you know, how my days are going, if I notice a difference, in my strength, if I notice any difference, just whatever I notice. I'm going to report back to you, faithful watchers, and let you know how it goes. So, keep a lookout for those videos, and I hope you found this informational and interesting, and maybe a little interesting and entertaining, I don't know. But I hope you will subscribe and watch my other videos. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day.